Hey, welcome back to Everything Fly Fish. In this video, we got a really cool video. We're going to tie a squirmy wormy, and then we are going to take it fishing and show you a bunch of fish we caught yesterday on this fly. So without any further wait, let's go check it out right now. And remember, anytime during this video you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and at any time you can click the little fishy down here and subscribe to our channel. And please do. We love subscribers. And don't forget to leave comments.
Get a grip on your bad self, learn to love the game. Get on down to the roulette wheel and pray that the end comes and wheels will win its way. The hotel's not alive, and the mystery's not the why. Oh no, silk is not the cry.
Now you can stick your bead on the hook. And I use a really big silver bead. That's the luck I've had. That's the bead I've had the most luck with. Big bead, and I like to sink it quick. And that's the only weight I'm using, so I like to use a big bead. But you can use gold, silver, any kind of bead you want. Now you want to take your bead and bead about 3/4. You want to leave plenty of room behind the eyelet to wrap the worm over top of the bead. So leave yourself plenty of room. I do it about 1/3 back of the way the shank of the hook back. And you don't have to use a curved hook. You can use a straight shank hook. I just like using these curved. It gives a little bend to the worm. Now what we did there is we figure eighted that bead in, just like you would a wing on a dry fly. If you're not quite sure how to do this, go back and watch some of our old videos. We show you a little more detail how to do the figure eight. And then we're going to head cement it. And you want to make sure that head cement is dry, because head cement and that rubber do not mix. If you get that head cement on that rubber, it melts it. What you want to do is you want to grab one of them rubber legs. You can see I get mine at Blue Herring. They're pink and they're see-through. I get most of my tying stuff at Blue Herring, so you can check them out in the description below. But anyway, you get one of them out, cut them out, and get ready to tie on. What you're going to do here is a pinch wrap. And you put your fingers around the side of the hook. You wrap the thread up around the hook and between these two fingers and make a full rotation and put it in your fingers again, then pull it tight. And pull pretty tight. You don't want the worm going around the hook, but you don't want to don't way over, like pull too hard. You're going to cut that rubber worm in half. Now you want to run the thread up behind the bead and let it sit there, and then wrap the rubber material around the hook shank up to the bead. And I keep putting wraps around. It'll fill in the gaps, your thread gaps on the hook shank. The more wraps it'll fill that in, and it'll push the back rubber up at an angle. Now what I'm going to do is do one loose wrap around the rubber material, then pull it to the top of the, on the top of the hook, and secure it down, and then put a couple more thread wraps to hold it down so it's right on top of the hook. That way you can wrap it up over the bead. Then you pull the rubber material up over the bead, put a loose wrap in to hold it down, and then maybe a couple more loose wraps to hold it there. Don't want to pull too tight, you'll cut that rubber off. Then pull that rubber back, put some thread wraps in front of it, right behind the eyelet of the hook. Once you do that, you want to put 2 whip finishes on it. Tighten them up real good. Cut your line off, and you're done. Do not add head cement to them thread wraps at the end. Like I said before, I learned by bad experience that using head cement melts the rubber, and that's not good. Oh, I hope you like that pattern. Now, we tried it with trout. We didn't have much luck on trout with it, but I've seen people use it for trout and catch lots of big rainbows. Love them. Caught a lot of big rainbows using them. So we're gonna try them this year in trout season. This is the first time we got to use them. But we took them out the other day in Penn's Creek, and they worked real well. So let's get to that fishing, and let's go use this fly. Let's go do some fishing. hope you liked that fishing part of our video. Now, you can tie that fly with the different beads, but we used a big silver bead because that's what we caught these fish on. And we wanted to bring you the fly that caught the fish. And it worked really well. We didn't get all the fish. Tracy caught a bunch. She didn't have a video camera on. So we only got one of her fish. She caught, oh man, I don't know, 15, 16 fish. And we didn't get them all on video. But it worked on everything. Sunfish to smallmouth. I caught a decent smallmouth. And I had one get off that was a huge fish. Never got to see what it was. So, you know, tie these up. Take them fishing. Go to the warm water areas. Start fishing for bass and sunfish. If your water's too warm to go fish for trout, it's a blast. We took the weight 4s so that, because we didn't expect to run any big smallmouth. And fighting these little smallmouth and sunfish on a weight 4 was a lot of fun. So if you haven't done this, go check it out. And like our videos. Click on the little fish face to subscribe, like always. And thank you for watching. Hey, welcome to the end of our video. Well, you can watch all our playlists in here. You can subscribe down here. And thank you for watching. And remember, keep your lines wet, out of the trees, and only give them fish. So